Lecture 75. Have you ever paused to consider the role your ego plays in your daily life? The ego, our consciousness, is a construct we dedicate our lives to nurturing and developing. It's through the lens of this ego that we become social beings, viewing society as an extension of ourselves. It determines how we value objects and events, often in proportion to the time of our life we've spent on them. In this light, money becomes the equivalent of time spent. That's why price and value are synonymous. After all, we spend our time on everything around us. But here's the catch. Human life has a specific value in society. We are compelled to spend a portion of it merely to survive. An individual might not be willing to exchange his life for a specific amount, yet he would willingly spend it for higher values like his children or the prospect of an eternal and happy life. Profit and loss then become comparable to the risk. To avoid losing what they've invested time in, people are willing to risk the remaining time of their lives. It's a paradoxical world where people may choose to terminate a pregnancy, yet will go to great lengths to save the lives of others' children. Why? Because everything around us also holds value. It's part of our life. We live in a society of hypocritical and cultural vampires, where some animals are friends and others are a mere piece of meat. Where charity is often done not for the benefit of others, but to boost one's ego in the eyes of society. Consider luxury items, abstract art, and antique trinkets. Often these are purchased not for their inherent value, but as a means to touch the greatness of their creators, to elevate one's own importance. These objects are deemed valuable because society is convinced of their worth. Without these convictions, these items would be viewed as useless relics of the past. These beliefs, ingrained since childhood, influence our tolerance and forgiveness for lies and mistakes. Without a deep understanding of logic, people seldom change these beliefs. Trust then becomes the critical link to the outside world, offering new opportunities. For the sake of strong connections, people are willing to change their beliefs. This is most easily achieved in a friendly manner, when beliefs are stretched to absurdity and transformed into irony. When trust is broken, disappointment sets in, and people readily change their beliefs for peace of mind. In authoritarian communities, life is planned out. People are instilled with trust in authority and fear of dissent. As a result, these individuals may spend their entire lives not understanding basic concepts and harboring hatred for those unwilling to sacrifice their lives for mythical ideals. To summarize, the ego is our consciousness, but the power is in the collective. Therefore, it's very important to be flexible in your thinking and be able to change your own and others' beliefs. Behind them are years of life and great hopes, the change of which requires alternatives and trust. Otherwise, your words will bounce off like a wall and the answer will only be attacks.